Welcome. It's snowing outside. What better time to remind us all about the fact that so many people out here don't have a place to live. This is a really important activity. First of all, it engages all of us and all of you in reaching out to people who are experiencing homelessness and on the streets, and gives them the chance to let them know that we're here, we care, and to offer them services. And it gives them the opportunity to be counted. And it's really important that we know how many people are out there and what their circumstances are, so that we can do a better job of tailoring our services to help them.
We go around, we really focus on hotspots, which is a term that's used in outreach to describe areas that have a consistent presence of individuals experiencing homelessness. And when we find people, or when we're at an encampment, like where we're going right now, we get out and we tell people that we're with the city, with the Office of Homeless Services, performing an annual homeless census, and that we would really love if they would take the opportunity to answer some questions for us. This is Emerald Street, infamous whether you want it to be or not.
We're in Kensington, under the bridge. They call it Emerald City. And people here are pretty good people. Don't mean no harm. You know, I mean, they try to maintain, but like I said, nobody ever grew up and said, when I grew up, I want to be an addict, alcoholic, prostitute, or bum. We all had different dreams and voices. Bottom line, some of the nice people, that's why I come down here. Some of the nice people I've ever met down here. I mean, they all have their problems, but they're real. These people are good people. You know what I mean? They need help.
What's going on?
Oh, she's having like a weird reaction. So she's trying to keep her okay.
Say it again?
She's having like some kind of odd reaction to what she took.
Oh, you know what she took?
Yeah, she does that. It's super annoying, but it's one of her lovely qualities.
Yeah, a couple people let me crash in their tent, so I crashed. Last night I crashed on the couch. Waited for my mom to stop by to drop me off a couple $2 in the morning. Yeah, my mom panhandles in Center City with me because she can't legally work, so she needs to make the extra money to pay for like diapers and formula and stuff. I panhandle on the yellow because I'm against stealing. If I stayed doing it all day, I'd make probably $100 more. If my problem is though, I'll make the first $5 and want to go get crack or fucking dope. So I jump off and I keep on having to hop back on the L and keep on making like $5, $10 and then hop back off. I'm an addict. Recently just started smoking crack more than I did dope because dope don't get me high anymore. I started when my daughter's mother and my wife committed suicide, and I started shooting up dope then, and ever since it's just been a downward fucking spiral.
This count is mandated by HUD. Every municipality that receives HUD funding must do a point in time count. There's an official system, there's policy and procedure about how point in time counts are done. So it's pretty essential because this is going to help determine what the federal government thinks is necessary funding for us. And every major municipality that gets this type of funding across the country has to do this count this week.
Anybody home?
My name's Frankie. And I'm about to show you my condo. This is something I made to keep out of the wind and the rain. It's a TV and a couch. I got a mattress in here. My father passed away and the bank took everything. It's the only family member I had. I walked over Ben Franklin Bridge and been here since. Yeah, we had a homemade tent. Me and a friend of mine that lived in there. We had fires back there to keep warm. We had Sterner cans to keep warm. It was a bad winter, it was cold. We had about 50 pounds of ice on the tent one night. And then he was on heroin. I don't do it, so, but he would have to get up every day in order to get his bag because he would be sick if not. So he's trampling through like 4 or 5 feet of snow. One time he OD'd and I had to drag him through the woods and over this fence here to the ambulance. Well, he would have died. You know, shit like that. I'm fortunate because I don't do heroin.
12 o'clock tomorrow.
I'll be there.
Carrie, or me, but Carrie definitely.
Okay.
Okay? And mailing address at the back desk.
Yes, ma'am.
All right,
I'll
cool.
be there before 12.
Perfect. That's what I like to hear. Yeah, like you meet someone like Frankie, and I love like the genuine humanity of those interactions. Can't not be touched by that story of someone who has just experienced so many of the negative things that can happen to people when they interact with different systems. And to hear his story of coming out and trying to keep himself together and sort of losing his stability and just the resilience that has to come with that. What I start to think about are like, what are the policies that are currently in place that are keeping somebody like Frankie in that spot on Tulip? There's a lot of issues around law enforcement and the criminalization and stigmatization of addiction and homelessness. But at the end of the day, that's the system that we're working in right now. And I want to be able to say at the end of the day that I was a part of collaborating on a solution.